I'm not wearing anything right now.
Are you not?
No, I'm absolutely stark as.
I respect a man who trucks with no pants.
That's the intro. Do you want to lead the way?
Yeah. Wait, where are you?
I'm right behind you. I turned right when we got up the hill and onto the road, and you just ignored it and just carried on going.
I just literally blinkers on to the red line, man. That's all it is right now.
I think you got to go up the side, dude. You're welcome to, but you're so fucking determined.
I see the watch point now, innit? There's nothing's gonna come between me and this watch point. No hill, man-made or otherwise.
Oh, I'm doing the same then.
It's actually quite easy. There's oh my god, there is an abundance of trees.
One might say too many trees.
They might.
I mean, that's kind of why we're here, isn't it? We're here to export some trees.
Export.
I guess, aren't we?
We are. Refine and export.
I've never played Among Us, and I've never really seen the appeal.
I've played it
other
once.
than it's TTT, but slightly easier to play. It strikes me that, well, obviously we can't do this garage yet.
Yeah.
It strikes me as like it's TTT except not same as Mafia, not the video game Mafia, but the I don't know what party game. You basically have like a day phase and a night phase, and the day phase is like the voting in Among Us when a body is found. And basically in the night phase, everyone closes their eyes, and the DM basically just says, okay, like Mafia members open their eyes, and then they vote between them or agree between them which member of the group they want to kill, and then you've got to decide who to lynch. In the same kind of way, but it's got a lot of parallels between that, and I think people have been playing this for years with different names, different roles, and all sorts.
How did you get up here, by the way?
Actually, just drove.
Oh yeah, I just drove it.
I can give you a little pull.
There we go.
Do you want me to pull you off? I did winch, I think, to be fair. TTT is just Mafia at the end of the day, and Among Us is just another permutation of the kind of game where there is a traitor or an imposter or a Mafia member or someone who's there to sort of sow chaos and has to whittle down the players. Because of old Mungus. Because of old Mungus, I'm sure there's loads sprouting up because it's the trend, isn't it?
I mean, you remember back in like early 2010s and stuff when everyone was like super into playing Minecraft. The amount of different like reconceptualizations of that game that came out on loads of different platforms. I remember playing stuff like Castle Miner on Xbox 360.
I probably wouldn't cross here because I think this is the horrendous crossing.
Oh yeah, let's not do that at all. Minecraft was never always on consoles and stuff. It was just a PC game back in the day, right? So you had all these other companies trying to basically port the same concept, just kind of give it a bit of a redesign, and you had stuff like Castle Miner. I think there was another one called like Forge Miner or something like that. But they're all slightly different, but we're all ostensibly the same game.
Effectively the same. Yeah.
And then everyone stopped playing them when they brought it out to console.
I think we should go left here because then we can kind of cross over twice and skip the big crossing, I think. Minecraft itself is not... The style of gameplay is not an original concept. Minecraft did a few things, I think, that made this very successful, is that they... First of all, they stuck with it, and they really doubled down on the blockiness, you know?
Yeah.
There are lots of games that used a voxel system to make a world that you could interact with, but they leaned away from blockiness. The main game that inspired Minecraft, I think, is Dwarf Fortress? No. Basically, there's a dwarf-based game.
Dwarf-based game?
Yeah. I watched some video of, and it looks like if Minecraft was made during the period of time, I think in the 90s, or like late 80s, early 90s, where they just figured out 3D graphics, and like the original Doom, right?
Okay.
or Wolfenstein, like that kind of era. It's got horrible abrasive audio samples, and it just looks like the sound for digging is just like it's just awful. No, Minecraft has kind of taken that, leaned heavily into the blockiness, and it's just, as a result, it's so popular and it's so successful. But I think because people kind of think, they'll be like, oh, it's Minecraft but this, or it's Minecraft but that. Like, Space Engineers is one of them, and I play a shitload of that game.
Space Engineers is interesting in the fact that it operates on like a couple of different grids. So you have like, you know, obviously your large block sizes and also your small block sizes, and it all
3 different types of grid, I think, in Space Engineers.
3 different types, right?
It's interesting because the terrain is a grid, but it's smoothed to the extent that you can have spherical planet, which again is something I don't think a lot of games have managed to do, is have a voxel-based system that doesn't look like a voxel-based system, until of course you manage to accidentally break 2 blocks that happen to be in line with each other, then it all falls apart.
Oh, cock.
Have you played 7 Days to Die? I think me and you played like 5 minutes of it together.
We did play a bit of 7 Days to Die, didn't we?
We spent like an hour looking for each other, and then we met each other, and then you got killed by a zombie.
And died almost immediately, and we were like, okay, that's it, we're not playing 7 Days to Die anymore.
That game is voxel based, and it's smoothed for all of the terrain, but not for all of the man-made blocks, which I think works quite well. When you're actually digging, it's quite easy to find where the blocks are and to dig geometrically, which is really bizarre. Thing is, the only thing me and you did was make stone shovels and dig the trench. We spent all day digging trenches, and then we spent all night mining. Mining the coal face underground.
Yeah, that was it.
And then like every 7 days there's a raid where they're like, right lads, right, it's time for the big push. You got to really defend, and then give us like a pistol and 5 bullets. You know, like, oh yeah, here's a bedpost with some nails through it, and we're like, oh fuck.
True.
That's all we'd get. We were talking before we started recording about Don't Starve, weren't we?
Yeah.
And the thing that I think I figured out what about that game I find long is the fact that resources are so scarce, and it's even worse in 7 Days to Die.
Yeah, that's extremely difficult to do anything in either of those games. I find Don't Starve very, very difficult to play. You get to like the 6th or 7th night, and regardless of how far you've come, you know, if the wolves come out, you're screwed, mate.
Oh, you know what?
Built some solid fortifications. I mean, I'm probably just a massive noob.
Every time I played that game, I'll be like, I'll be exploring a shitload, I'll be doing really well, I'll be collecting food, eating flower petals and all sorts of bollocks, and then I'll die in the middle of the day to a fucking bumblebee because I just didn't know it was going to attack me or whatever.
Just so happened to not be equipped for that particular event in that instance of your game, and it just comes along and screws you up.
Right, so
sorry, I was like, where's Aaron?
This is probably the this is the watch point I thought we should have gone to first, and the reason for that is because if you look on the map, there's a B66 nearby.
There is a B66 nearby.
Yeah.
Is that what we
Let's
are?
Switch to that. That's what's got the garage points.
Oh, okay. So should we drive that back to the garage, or over to the garage rather?
Yeah. Oh,
good.
Oh.
Nice.
Are you watching what I'm doing?
I am. Very intently. You're doing rather well.
You could have just turned left. Why did you come down here?
I don't know. I thought it was the place to be. You know.
Imagine if you could only turn right and you got to go like 270 degrees right to go 90 degrees left.
Well, that would just be a hoot, wouldn't it? Watch me tip, right? Watch me tip because of this faux pas. Fuck's sake.
Oh, you know what? No, you're doing all right. You're doing all right. My view of you is such that if you did fall, I would just see you roll down the hill and disappear. Winch yourself round.
Winch yourself,
maybe?
Silly.
Winch yourself, silly. I don't want to catch you winching yourself.
No, certainly
not in public, anyway.
And
winch to one of those birch trees. You'll be all right.
There we go.
They're the silver birch.
That's the one I needed.
Ones.
Birch me up.
Oh, Matt.
I just thought it was the place to go, you know.
I should have said something, shouldn't I?
Oh, you just need to assume with me. Shit like this is just gonna happen.
Should I winch you? Can I winch you?
Will I winch you?
Yeah. Do you deserve a winch? Accept my winch, you greasy boy.
Beg your pardon?
How have you done this?
Ask myself the same question.
Oh dear. I can't even fucking move now.
Oh, that's it. Yeah,
bear,
yeah. Nudge me. Reverse. Push me. That's it.
Toss me.
Oh no.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
That's fine.
You'll be on.
That's fine.
You'll be on your wheels in a jiffy.
It's
that might
pronounced
be
Giffy.
beneficial. I'm leaving you now for that. Oh man. Right. MudRunner, everyone.
MudRunner.
And I'm going to push you down the road until you're the right way up. Every little nudge is progress, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I guess. Scoobity bat doo.
Get up and put up. Get up and put up. Like when Mighty Boosh, when Vince has been possessed by the spirit of jazz, he's speaking in scat.
Right,
Hey.
thank you, bud. We're back on.
Congration. Congratulations.
Congration.
Congration. Oh man, right.
Congratulations to you.
Congratulations to you too.